If you haven't seen it, this is a track changer, and the little red dot comes out of the back, not the top, which caused me some problems for a while. I was like, come on, I'm aiming at you for God's sake. But it's that little red bit. That would be the wrong button. I think it's A. There we go. That one drops it. Hello, welcome, I'm SimUK. This is Derail Valley, and I must say, I am hugely impressed with this game. I've always felt that VR was the perfect place for simulation games, and so far I've only really come across two, and this is one of them, and I'll show you the other one next week. But this one absolutely took me by surprise. I saw some of the very early footage of this game, and I was intrigued. I certainly wasn't impressed, and I must say a massive thank you. That shadow over there, me? That's weird. I must say a massive thank you to Altfuture developers and publishers who have produced this game and have done, not only have they done a fantastic job, a really, really fantastic job. For £15, this game is astoundingly good. And all I've done is the tutorial and started a mission. I saved the game, and unfortunately when you return to the game it doesn't return you to where you started, and I can't figure out how to get back to the beginning and start from the beginning. So I can't show you the tutorial, which is a bit of a shame, but I can show you just how fantastic this game is. It's huge, by the way. I was just stood up there, but all of the hills and everything you can see and everything you can't see, I think it's all accessible. Some areas are not, like for example, if I can jump up on top of this building, which is kind of cool, but I can't get up there, or so it seems. Oh, there was like it went blue for a second. Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Oh, I can get up there if I aim properly. Holy moly cows. Well, I didn't even realize I could do that till literally this second. So, I mean, oh my God, I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a very, very... I don't like heights. Okay, let's get back down there. Crikey Moses. All right, let's go find my traction engine, my loco. This thing is brilliant. They have done such a hugely good job here. So this is our brake, this is our throttle, this is our direction indicatory thing. I can't remember what all the stuff is called. I don't know what that does. Everything's switchable. You can turn the lights on. Pretty sure you can. Well, maybe I can't, but you can. Okay, now I've got to remember how to turn the engine on. That's why. Oh, at the moment I can't seemingly grab anything. But I could... What? Ah. Wrong trigger. So I'm using the Oculus Rift today. This game also works in HTC Vive and also on PC in 3D mode, or whatever you want to call it. It's really quite loud. I'm trying to remember all my buttons. I've only played this once for about half an hour, something like that. Okay, let's go for 30. Hopefully that'll be loud enough for you guys to hear, but I won't know until later, so apologies if it isn't. Right, So, I mean, this game is absolutely insane. You want to talk about tutorial, like realism? Actually, let's roll backwards a bit. Okay, now it's not 1,000,000% realistic, but it's pretty flipping good. So I can just sort of jump off and watch my loco disappear off down the tracks. And I do have to be careful about which way everything's pointing. Yeah, I think we were okay. We weren't going to have a collision there. Right, so I literally have come out of the tutorial. I picked up a mission. It was a big mission, I'll be honest with you. Let's have a look here at the map. This is your itinerary, by the way. And I've... You know, I'm so immersed in the game world, I have no idea which way I'm facing in real life. Right, okay, just so I don't start walking into walls and stuff, because I realised I was slightly out of place there. So you start off here at the steel mill, and basically it teaches you to drive that thing forward, change the signal, reverse it back, hook up to a... Interestingly though, it only teaches you how to hook up to one of these things. Hooking up to... Say there's a long line here of 4 and you only want to take the first 2. It doesn't tell you how to do that, but it's kind of intuitive. You know, you can figure it out. It's not too bad. So anyway, I started here at the steel mill, or just slightly further up. I think it's here where that little sort of off bit is. That dead end bit of track. That's where we start. So then I went to the steel mill. I picked up a contract, and the contract was to pick up these 2 trailers. And not trailers, sorry, I can't think of the right name, and take them up here to the iron ore mine in the west, which is a very, very, very long way. And you can see I got as far as that, and then I had to go cook dinner, so that's all I did. But I expected to come back and be able to finish it today, but unfortunately the save game situation is that it would just take you to the nearest station, which is where we are now. So I don't think that mission is still in place. I think it's probably ended. But I honestly don't know how to tell if that's the case. So behind me here you can see the station office, and there's some sort of weird machine here for crude oil. I have no idea how that works. I haven't got that far into the game. I'm just going to turn around here in game so that I don't cause problems. So you can see here these things on the side. Let's just put this away so I don't lose it. These things on the side are jobs. I think they're probably color coordinated, I'd have thought. I didn't really think of that the other day. But over here, what do we have? We have an industry chain. That's interesting. It's the first time I've seen this. So obviously stuff from the forest goes to the sawmill, iron ore, steel, blah, 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 blah. Quite interesting. So probably if we can get some forest jobs, that would be the easiest thing for me to start with. Because I had no idea what I was doing first time round. Alright, so they all pay different amounts. $1,000, $1,500, $13,000, that one. And so is that one as well. They're probably really hard, these two. So these are oil well central. They're all oil well central. And this is... Right, so I think... bearing in mind I'm working this out as I'm telling you, so it's not a tutorial, it's a guesswork. I think these 3 jobs are going from here to the oil well central, which is probably why they pay very little. And these 2, we have to go to the oil well central and then onto the harbour town. If we come over here, oil well central, there's the town. So yeah, I'd say that was probably quite a big job, that one. So let's go for something simple, just for me to start and get used to. On the map, there's a little flag sticking out of it, showing where we are. I think it's so cool. Honestly, this game is so impressive. The limitations that you see in this game, ouch, that would be a bookcase. The limitations that you see in this game, like, for example, if I stand right near the wall, I can kind of peekaboo, glitch through it and stuff. These are limitations of VR as it is at the moment. I mean, we're only just starting out in virtual reality, but my God, look at that. I know you're watching on a video, and if you've never had a VR experience, you won't see why this looks so real. But there's depth perception. I am in this room. I could sit on that chair. That chair and that desk are actually in the correct proportions to me standing here right now. That clock, not so much. But everything else is absolutely superb. It's such a good game. If you've got VR, definitely go and get this game. You will not be disappointed. At £15, it's an absolute bargain. And I'm going to tell you that now before I get into it, because it's going to be like very complicated from here on in. For me anyway. And if you don't have VR, then you can still play this on PC. I can't say whether or not it's worth buying in that regard yet. I rather think it could be, because I think the actual gameplay, the whole design of this game is fantastic, but I haven't tried it yet. So I just from a VR perspective, 100,000,000% guarantee you will like this game. If you're into trains, or you're into simulation, or into both, this is a definite buy. Let's just get that out of the way. Right, let's pick which job we're going to do. So, that's the crude oil thing. So they're all crude oil. And they're all going to Harbour Town, which is weird. I don't understand the double meaning thing there, but definitely that's a far more complicated job. So let's go. These all look very similar to me. So I'm going to go for the one that makes the most money. 10 minutes apparently. 10 minutes, 20 minutes for that one. That should be 1,500, I think. So when you're holding something in your hand, you can flick the pages, which I just think is brilliant. What a clever design that is. 147 tons, that's 98 tons. That's 98 tons. Maybe that's why then. Maybe because I think you can upgrade the train, your locomotive. So maybe my locomotive is going to struggle with 3. That's why we're getting paid extra, because there's 3 of them. Well, I know I can pull 2, because I've done it. In fact, I know I can pull 5, but I don't know if they had anything in them. That's the problem. Again, just coming back to the fact that this is a simulation game, it is taking into account the weight of the cargo. Oh, I've been waiting for a developer like this for so long. 45.63 meters long. I think this is a bit of a challenge. I think we're happy to go with this. Step 1 is to couple up with CO or Colo 16, 17 and 18, so we'll have to go find those. They're on SO2 track. I don't know how to read any of this stuff yet, but I'll figure it out. Load the following cars with the cargo at the station track on the L09 track. Uncouple the following cars at the station track. The 10 minutes. Oh, okay, so I'm not even leaving here. Oh, that's why. Oh, load and prepare a train with crude oil for departure to Harbour Town, whereas that one, I think I'm actually taking it to Harbour Town. So this is just a bit of local shunting. Okay, cool. So we'll come over here to the job validator 101 and we'll insert the job. Oh, Christ almighty, and it'll all fall on the floor. And I have to remember my keys to pick them up without having to bend over. Hey! Not as easy as it seems. Right, okay. So this is the job that's in progress. I think probably we need this. But we are limited in space. Thankfully, I'm smart enough to have cleared 2 squares so that I can keep it all together. This is our wallet, by the way. At the moment, we got $2,000, which is pretty good. I'm not sure if I got paid for doing that job. We've also got a shovel. And there's this, I've seen a steam train. I drove past one. So I'm hoping at some point, oh my god, imagine, oh my god, I'm a bit of a steam train fan. I blame Thomas the Tank Engine. Okay, let's get rolling. In fact, I don't need to walk, I can just aim at it from all the way over there. It's a good idea, my windows are over there, my bookcase is behind me, so it's a good idea to look forward where you've got all your space and then use the in-game thumbstick to turn you the way you need to face. So that's kind of what I've done here. Now, Not a lot of VR games do that, but that is 100% the right way to do it, because it is fully room scale. I mean, I can walk all the way. I'm so in the game, I don't know where anything is in this room right now. I could walk into, okay, I've got a cable under my foot, so that's far enough. But I could walk anywhere. I mean, if I had this hooked up wirelessly and I had a field, I could just walk. I could be, oh my, concentrate. Right, let's turn the lights on. I think that's external lights, is it? Headlights, yeah. Okay. I don't know what any of this stuff does or means yet. I haven't got that far into the game. So I think what we need to do is just back up a little bit more. We've got plenty of space. That was a bit fast. I think oh God, we had some movement there. That made me feel a bit queasy. I actually think that the amount of brake that you put on and how well or badly you treat the locomotive actually damages the equipment as well. So that's really important. If you haven't seen it, this is a track changer, and the little red dot comes out of the back, not the top, which caused me some problems for a while. I was like, come on, I'm aiming at you, for God's sake. But it's that little red bit. That would be the wrong button. I think it's A. There we go. That one drops it. I'm going to do that a lot today. That one wasn't intentional. That's so easily done. I'm not sure I like that mechanic much, only because I'm so rubbish at remembering it. Right, so this is SO2. And we want, what do we want? We want, let's have a look at the job. Okay, that one doesn't tell us which locos. 16, 17 and 18 from SLO2. So this is SLO2 and we only want those three. So actually I've just completely done the wrong thing, which is a tad frustrating. Okay, no problem, we'll go fix it. And grab this thing. Nearly pressed the wrong button again. Let's go down the other end and get this hooked up the way we want it to be. Now, I'm not massively knowledgeable when it comes to train locomotives and stuff. If I go on this track and it's on the right, am I going to derail, or will I just nicely slide onto that track there? Let's try it and find out. I've already nearly derailed once. I managed to brake and reverse just in time, but I had this locomotive sideways going across the 2 points. That was quite fun. That was the point when I realised this is a proper simulation experience. This is insanely good. Bravo, developers, bravo. I'm so tempted to mention Train Sim World in regard to this game, but I won't, because they are vastly different. But massive kudos and bravo to the devs for this, I tell you. Massive. This is insanely good. Even the crude oil leaking out the top, it's all sort of shiny, it looks realistic. Bearing in mind my system is like 7 years old, so we're not running brilliantly. I think we're getting about 50 FPS, it should be around about 90. I could tweak the settings. I haven't shown you those yet. Right, we need to be on the brakes here, just in case we start spinning out in a direction we don't want to be doing. I think we're okay. Now, I believe that this point is already the way round we want it. So we should just be able to roll back. Doesn't look like I'm correct in that assumption. So maybe the point changed as I went over it. Wasn't that on the right just now? I'm probably mistaken. Let's go fix that problem. I had loads of wheel spin then. You may or may not seen that light coming up. So you don't have to get out of the locomotive in order to change the points. As long as you have this in your hand, you can just boop, like so. I suppose it's kind of realistic because that's a radio in your hand, isn't it? So it's like radioing in and saying, can you change that point? So I mean, that's quite cool. Everything about this game so far is just impressing me, and I haven't even got into it yet. I haven't really experienced anything. Now, I don't think you have to, or you're meant to, sort of reverse and bang into them, but I kind of like to do it. Now, I've turned off the stabilization thing. That was pretty gentle. I wasn't sure how aggressive that was going to be. Right, so in range of 4, and what we want is we want to connect 3. So one rail car, 2 rail car, 3 rail car. I think I've done that correctly. I have done it properly, but it took me a couple of goes to get it right. So we'll edge forward and we'll see. So it's a lot harder to move when you've got rail cars attached. So we've definitely got some, but have we got the right ones? So we got 18, 17, 16. But it kind of feels like I haven't broken it because that looks connected. Even though you can't see the chains, I think maybe that's something that's going to come in the future. I don't know. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe what you need to do on this thing is when you've found the point that you want to break it, you press that button. So we'll try that instead. Well, they're still coming with me, that's a good start. Again, I've lost my place in the world, so we'll just step outside and have a quick look. Yeah, oh no, yes, 1, 2, 3, 16, 17 and 18. Right, so that's how it's done. So you pick where you want it to break, and then you press the red button, and that's what breaks it. I'm not sure. Oh, green would add them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it. What I've got to work out now is how to put crude oil in this thing. I thought it might be over here by this, but the controls are most definitely over here. That's the un/loader. This machine loads and unloads crude oil. So do I need to be here? Where do I get the crude oil from? Doesn't seem to be any overhead stuff. Let's just have a look in the report. No. Move cars from OWC SO2 to OWC L09. So that is here. Okay, so we're coming onto this line. Right. It's all here. You just have to look. So, we're going to need this bad boy, and that one should be... yes. Yeah. Okay. And we're on this line. So that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. I think we're going to come all the way up to the end here. And then we're going to go all the way back. So this one will need to be that side. This one needs to be that side. And that one we've already done. Fantastic. Yeah, we're just good to go now. Okay. Brake off. Engage. You can even see the wheels moving. They rattle. They make noises. It's very good. And this is just the first of the locomotives you can get access to. Like I say, I have driven past a steam locomotive, and I have seen something that indicates you can A, upgrade this one, and B, buy something new. And also what's cool is you can kind of lean your head out like so. I don't think there are any other trains on the line. I don't know that for a fact. I think that's the case. Right, so we're going to have to go some distance down this hill in order to get all three rail cars past the point. Suppose we could just jump out. Here we go. That looks good. Get back in before it runs away. Into reverse, a little bit of throttle, and back we go. Now I'm hoping that point hasn't, it has, it's changed back the other way, look. Oh, did I do that in time? I think maybe just in time. Oh my god. Oh my god. I left the accelerator on. That was very bad. Okay. Well, despite my clear mistakes, we're actually smack bang on line to where we need to be, which is a bit of luck, really. So as you go over them, the points change. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. So that's left at the moment. As soon as we go over it, it stays left. It proves that I don't know what I'm talking about. A bit more, that's too much. $5 miles an hour on the speedometer, that should be fine. Never done this before, by the way, guys, not once. Totally figuring it out as I go along and loving every single flipping minute of it. Alrighty then. Okay, let's have a look at the job. So we have coupled them. We've taken it to LO9. Load the following cars with cargo at the station track, and then take it back to 005. Alright. So I think I just go over here. I know exactly where the train is meant to be stood. Whoops, too far. I think we're in the right place. I don't know. Let's try. Oh wow, that was really quick and really easy. I don't know what I was worried about. Okay, so now we just got to take it all back to 05, which is, that's 02. It's I07. I05. That's you, sir. There's already something here. What do I do about these ones? Are they already full, perhaps? Oh, I'm wondering if when it's full, it takes on that dirty, filthy crude oil look. Let's go find out, because these were all clean when I pulled up. Oh no. Oh yes, just the middle one gets filthy. Just these orange ones, maybe. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to come up here and that should be fine. That should be fine. That should be fine. So I think we're going to come all the way up to the end and then change this one. Nope. We're going to change this one. And this one. Yeah, okay, cool. Gonna make some money. Brilliant. No, I can't go back. I was just thinking, I wonder if I can go the other way. But no, I can't. Oh, I can feel the weight of those. They're a lot heavier now than they were a minute ago. That brake is fully off. So, I think 15 is more than fast enough. So, yes, absolutely fantastic game. I don't know if there's any passenger. I think it's probably mostly... I think it's probably 100% freight, but I don't know that yet. I will at some point look and see what this game is like on PC, but I'm just enjoying it on VR so much that I just want to get some game time in and some videos made on this, because I think it's sensationally good. But I have to say, I'm a bit of a sicky wicky on the old VR. So yeah, I haven't been on VR for quite a while, and I have just got over a head cold, so I'm already feeling a little bit queasy. So yeah, we'll probably do it in single mission short bursts to start with. It's supposed to take me 10 minutes this. It's taken me bloody ages. Okay, let's turn around. Let's get back on my safety spot in my room so I don't fall over and break my neck. I'm sure some of you would find that funny. This in there. Just double check this one. Yep, they're all good, I think. This is the right lane for 5. Yes, 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 it is. How spectacular is this? Oh my gosh. Actually, I've just thought of a third fantastic simulator, and that's a train-related one as well. What's the name of that? It's the model making one. I keep meaning to go back to it. To be fair, when I reviewed that other one, it did not work well on Oculus at all. It had loads of issues. But it was very good. There's no denying that. Just want to say one thing to Dovetail Games. Audio inside the cab, audio outside the cab. Let's slow this down. You could see how this game would very quickly get out of hand and why it's called Derail Valley. I'm hoping there it is, there it is, there it is. Right, so now we come back to our weirdo control thing and we say disconnect. And that should, I think, be us done. Let's just have a look at the report. Oh. Okay, so I was half expecting this to tick stuff off as I did it. It's telling me that 0 time has elapsed. I bet I've done something wrong, haven't I? Got an itchy nose now. Oh, so I could earn a bonus of 3,000. That's pretty cool. Right. Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. Let's turn that off and go and talk with the station master. Just say, am I a moron or have I done it right? I probably should have brought it all the way back to there. I don't know. I don't know. What's this machine? Choose products you wish to buy. Engine repair, wheel repair, body repair, oil, sand, fuel. And this game is so good. This game is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Game is so good. Crap. I'm in a position now where I don't know how to complete this. Insert job booklet. Oh. Complete. Money. Why only 1,500? Time bonus. No, hang on. Oh, it was a time bonus thing. I didn't do it quick enough. But I did it. I did it in 22 minutes, and considering I didn't know what I was doing, I'm thinking I can't speak properly, but I think that was good. I'm a bit concerned about how I'm going to manage to. See, what's the point of this one? Oh, that was the potential earnings and eventual earnings. Right, let's. That is so amazingly cool. And I really like that wallet. It's very much like my favourite wallet of all time. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap that up there. But hopefully you got to see just how fan-bloomin-tastic this game is. My word. It's impressive, isn't it? Oh. if you haven't got VR, then you're probably not going to quite understand how amazing this game is, but it is sensational. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Loco, we'll head back down where I started, because I've got a locker there and I can put some stuff away, and also I can show you that steam train. So please join me in the next episode and I'll show you that, and we'll pick up another job and see if I can do something a bit more complicated. Thanks for watching, take care, till next time. Goodbye.